Hi there! Welcome back to my channel, Healing with Kearra. So today we're doing a little collective energy reading for the new moon that's going to be happening just like hours after this is posted in the early morning of I honestly don't know if it's the 15th or the 16th or what day it is anymore. In the early hours of Wednesday in America, or in the United States Mountain Time. So it's gonna be different for everybody, or maybe you'll be watching this at a totally different random time, which is cool too. So I made some videos talking about a recent transit we had with the sun coming in conjunction with the Venus retrograde. So I'll have uh, both of those videos linked in the description box if you're curious. Um, so, yeah, pretty much Venus is currently going through its retrograde period. So, that's a time when it's appearing to move backwards in the sky. And so, um, just a few days ago, uh, with the Venus retrograde coming in conjunction with the sun, now it's like on the other side of the sun, if you will. And then the moon is coming closer and closer towards the sun, heading towards the new moon. So, right now, at the time that I'm filming this, the moon is actually coming off of like a conjunction with Venus. But the new moon is still going to be in conjunction with Venus because it's still like close enough. But uh all day today we've definitely kind of just like been building up to the moon also moving through that space and meeting with the planets. So I kind of felt like it's been even like the past few days, this weekend, and especially today though, it's just this building energy of like the darkness before the dawn, if you will. The new moon is really early in the morning. So it's like um, waking up to just like a really fresh energy. So I kind of have the feeling that that's going to be the vibe that we're picking up here is like, um, yeah, having to release a lot of emotions, kind of go through a little bit of a dark period where things are kind of more difficult, or there's a lot more pressure building into our emotions and the way that we feel, and then finally having a release, or um, I'm kind of hearing like meeting, like with the sun and the moon coming together. It's like um, finally meeting something like a much needed comfort. Um, so yeah, new moons are, they can be a time of just like new beginnings. It can be a good time to set new intentions for the cycle moving forward. So, yeah, and I just feel like it's literally the darkness before the dawn, in a sense. I personally kind of had a hard day, or kind of maybe a rough few days, or just going through personal things in my life. I went through a personal loss earlier this year, and a lot of really, really crazy things. Um, so yeah, I've that's kind of come up for me, or I've just had a lot of memories of that person, or just uh, cried a lot. So that's kind of been my Venus retrograde, just going through a lot, releasing a lot of emotions in relation to people I've had to let go of that were really close to me. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep this reading shorter because yeah, I'm kind of an emotional person today, I guess, or I don't really have the energy for super long reading. I might say that, and then who knows, sometimes I like don't pay attention to how much I'm really talking and it ends up being way longer than I expect. But I still wanted to do a reading because I think it's will be healthy to just do an energy check to see um, what new could be coming for all of us, instead of kind of giving into the heaviness of everything. It's like with the retrogrades, it's just a time to kind of see things from the other side, or see things in a new light, or see things in a way that you couldn't before. And that can sometimes help you release things that you were hanging on to that were actually um, burdening you or creating friction and preventing you from being able to move forward in the best way. So sometimes we have to like move backwards and go back through things and allow ourselves to feel things with a different perspective or different eyes in order to see something we need to see to be able to release it emotionally. Or it can just be a really powerful time to serve us. And then, also being in conjunction with the new moon, um, we can use, like the pain that we've been through, or the things that we've been forced to let go of, sometimes more uncomfortably, more painfully than others. Um, yeah, we can use all of those emotions to kind of um, I guess we can use them to help guide us, so it can be a strength. Um, or it's like as we're healing, we'll start to see certain things as strengths, and they'll bring us like a lot of comfort. Whereas at one time it was like really emotionally tender or sensitive, or just, yeah, really difficult to have to go through, let go of, like walk away from certain things. Um, painful times, painful times, but let's see what spirit has for all of us. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. That's really positive. Ooh, and then the Queen of Wands and the Devil. Ooh, and the Empress and the Three of Wands. So, wow. You could have had to free yourself from something, right? That was just trying to like hold you back or use um the way that you felt or the things that you really wanted against you, in order to keep you stuck or held down in a relationship, or they maybe use other people against you to make you jealous in order to keep you like stuck, held down, trapped in a relationship, or use other people to make you jealous and like triggered. Um, and then feel as though you needed to like stay in the relationship and fight for um, what you really wanted, even though they were like never gonna give it to you. They just wanted to like hold power over you. So it's like you had to like free yourself, empower yourself, kind of rise above something, walk away from something. So now you're like standing in your own power, or like you're drawing new opportunities in towards you. People are just really drawn towards you. You have this really yeah, beautiful and empowered energy. So then there could be some sort of new opportunity opening up. It could be like a financial opportunity, or someone just coming forward to want to offer you some sort of help or give you some sort of gift. So we have the Five of Cups. So yeah, there was like a disappointment here in the past. Um, I'm seeing like you could have continued to make like with these spilled cups, it's like you could have put a lot of work into this other situation. You could have put a lot of work into something and tried over and over again. So there's something about like, because we have three eggs in her basket and then three cups falling over. So it's something about like you tried something over and over. So maybe like three times specifically, you did something with this person. I'm hearing like IVF, which is really specific. But yeah, maybe not even like you weren't specifically trying to have a baby or something. But it's like something just wasn't working out. It's like but yeah, you invested a lot of like time and energy and a lot of there was a lot of emotional investment into this. Um, but it just like continued to not work out. It just like fell apart, fell apart, fell apart, like literally like three times in a row, or like twice in a row and then another time or something. Um, so then it's like eventually you realize like this person wasn't healthy, or wasn't something wasn't in alignment, or like wasn't working out, and you weren't ever really gonna get back what you really wanted, or that you were like sacrificing your health in order to be involved in this, or you realize like you had to like stop fighting for this and just like empower yourself and walk away, and just like learn how to like take care of yourself and just like be healthy again. um, Sit in your own power, shine your own light, like do your own things, like it's just like find yourself again. um, Feel connected to like you and like what brings you joy and passion again. So now there's like could be some sort of new opportunity coming in, like I said. So it's like that, yeah, there was this energy where you put so much work and energy, but mainly it's like you put so much emotion into something, or you just, yeah, you really really wanted something to work out. You were really really heartbroken when something was like continuing to fall apart or like not work out in some way. But then it's like eventually you realized, you had to like preserve what was left or preserve your health in order to preserve like the potential for you to have something that you really desire in the future. It's like you had to realize like what you had left here was like really sacred and you had to kind of like focus on that. So with these cards here, it's like this person is now turned and is like actually focusing on what they can still work with or what's still in front of them, or um, seeing there is some sort of opportunity for them to be able to get what they want here, but it's like having to draw in like the right partner or the right person to be able to take that other cup or like meet you where you are, offer you something emotionally or be like on the same level as you, or be able to like give back what you give someone who's in a space to like receive emotionally, um, or provide emotionally what you need in a relationship in order for it to be like what you really desire. Like with the Empress. So yeah, it's like you finally realized you had to like draw your attention towards how you can actually make this work for yourself. So that required like removing yourself from some situation and choosing to, it's just like choosing you and choosing to like preserve like your health or um, take care of yourself. And so then you could call in like more stability in your life. Yeah, so we have the Eight of Wands. So this is kind of what's grounding the situation. So it's like you were coming from a place of feeling stuck, feeling limited, or it's like something was just not working out, and it's like you didn't know why, and you didn't know what to do about it in order to make it work out in your favor in order to get what you were desiring out of the situation. So for a while, you could have felt like disempowered or just like there was nothing you could really do about it. But then at a certain point, there's this shift to look at like what's still here, the potential, or to try and figure out how to like preserve or manifest. Like it's like at a certain point, you realize like you're not stuck. It's just this is the wrong situation for you, and this is just not a healthy relationship, or this is just not um yeah, this is just not a well balanced relationship. It's not bringing out like the best side of you in another person. And so something's just not mixing together in the right way to like work out. Um but yeah, it's not like you're just totally stuck. It's like you're free to remove yourself from things that are like no longer serving you or benefiting you, and just like move forward and moving forward choosing yourself. It's not even about like, oh, I'm going to go find someone else who's like healthier for me or better for me or more on my level or can give me back what I need or want or what I give in a relationship. It's just like I'm going to choose me and give all of that stuff to me because I um have been like lacking, or I've been like neglecting myself by choosing relationships that aren't actually fulfilling me in certain ways to where then I can't have the things that I really desire, or something can't work out for me in the way that I really desire it to. So then you realize it's like putting yourself first is like the key or the first step to manifesting something that you really want or some sort of quality of life. So with what's delaying things, we have the Page of Cups. Um, or no, this is what's influencing the situation here. Okay, so that makes more sense now, seeing more of the cards. So with what's influencing, we have the Page of Cups. This person looks really like overwhelmed. So it's this energy of like someone coming forward and opening up emotionally, or offering someone their cup, or making some sort of emotional offer, and then the recipient being really like overwhelmed, or being like, whoa, I don't know about that. So just wasn't sure like which way that was going, but I feel as though there could be someone around you who really wants to open up to you, or make some sort of offer to you, at least come forward and just open up and like let you in on something here, maybe like apologize to you about something. But with this wave, it's like it comes like all at once, like you just feel really overwhelmed by this or thrown off. So you could feel kind of like hesitant or resistance, or even get the urge to kind of like run, because like after going through such a toxic situation here, this could just be happening so fast or all at once, like I said. And so you're like, you just get really scared that you're going to end up like stuck again or something. And so it's like you just totally freak out and get the urge to like run away from this or something. Because you're not used to like someone coming in and being so vulnerable and open right away. You're used to like someone playing games and like doing all of these weird things in order to get you to be really emotionally committed to them, or it's like in order to get you to continue to stay vulnerable, or it's they play all these weird games with you in order for you to get them to be vulnerable and open up to you or something. And so then you think you're making headway in the relationship, but really they're just gaining more and more power over you in some way, like by like controlling your actions somehow. So you're used to things just being like really toxic here. So you could feel just kind of like uncomfortable in relationships, but you feel really comfortable and confident just kind of like on your own. It's like you know that you feel secure knowing that you can take care of yourself. But then trusting like another person to come in here, especially if this person seems, they come across as really like immature, or like sometimes whenever, yeah, people are more like um emotionally open, or can easily communicate their feelings, it can come across kind of like childlike, because that's typically something we lose as an adult. And it's like something then we associate with like kids as being like more open with our emotions. So then those of us who are still really emotional as adults, it can come across like one judgmental lens you can see it through, is that like they're kind of like immature or childlike, or um they kind of need to like grow up. But really like the most sensitive people, is live strength, right? And it's a really positive thing that like sometimes not everybody understands. um so yeah, this person may just come across like really youthful to you, but that's like a good thing, because that means that they still love, or like see through this really childlike wonder, or childlike type of love, which is very genuine. And so maybe they do have a lot to learn, or a lot to like mature, like learn about like the more difficult parts of love or something. They could just seem like overly optimistic, or something about them just really freaks you out. um but you are looking at like the potential here, like you do see there is potential for it to be like really happy. um so again, what's kind of holding things back with the Page of Wands, it's like either so it could be you, um because you, like I was saying, it's like you're so used to more toxic relationships, you're just kind of on this journey of learning how to be comfortable in relationships that are a little bit more healthy, and the passions and desires, feelings, emotions, everything that's going on, even like the more heated moments, it's like everything is a little bit more balanced out. And that can be like really, really new to you. Like you're just kind of learning how to be more comfortable in relationships like that rather than the more toxic ones that are super up and down and super overly passionate and here and there and love each other and hate each other. It's really, really good when it's good and it's really, really bad when it's bad. Um, Type of a thing. Or again, it could be like the other person is like uh they like still have a lot to learn, or they are still kind of immature on their path or in the way that they love in some way. um but it's like they're learning, or they're on this journey of it's like this person is trying to learn how to show up and be really stable, really faithful, really loyal. They're like not playing any games here, so they're kind of taking the hard road or like the longer road in life because it's kind of just like easier to like play games with people or hold power over others. Whenever you choose the route of like being vulnerable and open with others, you have to learn a lot harder lessons or kind of like go through like a lot more, but it's like the journey is well worth it. Um, because then it creates like a genuine opportunity, right? That's like actually going to go somewhere and be really long lasting or be like prosperous in the future, um, and not just end up being another situation where you feel kind of like stuck or held down or like you were misled or like now you're um, in a position of lack, which is allowing someone to have control over you in some way, or there was just something about it that you like didn't see before, and then now it's like harder to remove yourself from it or like regain your power back out of the situation. Right, that's like your worst fear, for like that to happen again. So with the Ace of Wands, it's like spirit is showing you, this is like the spiritual assistance that's kind of coming into the situation. So it's like spirit is showing you that you're capable, or that you have the power, um, you have the tools to free yourself in your situation, or to free yourself and move forward from however you were however your power was taken from you in previous situations, from things just not working out the way that you wanted, right? Um, yeah, Spirit's helping you free yourself, but just showing you that you have what it takes. It's like they're giving you that first step, and then it's like you have it's like helping you to kind of plant a seed so that yeah, as you grow over time, then you'll realize like you're the one in control of your life, or um no one else really can like ever steal your power or have that power over you. Like you always have the tools or the capability to um, like take the actions that you need to take or do the things that you need to do like in your life to stay really healthy, stable, grounded. So we have like the wand and then the sunflower and the sunflowers. So it's like learning how to be more balanced, and draw the things that you need into you and focus on yourself, nurture yourself, pour into yourself. But like always remembering you're in control, like you're in the driver's seat. Um, Spirit is like the only one that can make decisions for you or kind of like lead you or guide you in some way. And Spirit is always going to lead you back to like empowering yourself or making the choice that will allow you to be the most free and to call the most joy into your life. Spirit is like always on our teams, our best teammate, helping to, like I said, empower us and guide us towards our most fulfillment, our most happiness, our most love. It also looks like there's like an egg on top of this stick. And so we had like the 3 cups that fell over and then like the 3 eggs. So it was like something that didn't work out. Like I was saying, that it's like it could have been like back to back and then again something just like didn't work out like 3 times, um like semi in a row. Something very specific about that. And then I see like an egg here, so it's like Spirit is creating a second chance or a new opportunity, right? It's like a chance for a comeback, to have like something that you really really desire. It's like Spirit's kind of helping to guide you. So yeah, definitely one to like help free you from a situation or show you that you have the tools to free yourself in some way, but also it's like something that you really wanted that kept not working out. It's like Spirit's finally going to come in and like bless you. With the Ace of Wands, this can sometimes represent like the male like parts too, and then yeah, the egg. So like earlier I was hearing like IVF, like you could have been like really trying to make something work or happen, really manifest something with someone, but there was just something off or like in that relationship because it was very toxic in some way. You weren't like healthy in some way, so something was just like not working out, but then um now you kind of like taking care of your health or balance something back out. And so then something new and more healthy and genuine was kind of drawn into you here. And it has like the potential to um, give you like what wasn't working out for you before, because things will be like more balanced out. You'll be able to show up a lot healthier in this connection. So then um, things will be like more fruitful. um, or Spirit could just be like coming in like out of nowhere seemingly to just like shine a light on something or to just like bless you in some way that you felt as though you were previously missing out on, lacking. It was just not working out for you in some way. It's like you kept trying here, you put a lot of time and energy and emotions into it. Like I said, you had to come really really far on your journey, and it's like still not working out. And Spirit, it could just kind of be like seemingly out of nowhere. Spirit is just going to come in and give you like exactly what you want. And so it could happen in such a way that it like freaks you out, or it almost seems too good to be true, or it's like you don't even really know how to respond to this. Um, because yeah, it could be just because you're kind of immature in these types of relationships, or this person comes across immature to you because you're so used to these like player types, um, that this just like freaks you out and scares you. But it's like spirit is trying to help you get something that you really wanted that wasn't working out for you before. So, with the advice here, the recommended advice, we have the Nine of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Wands, or the Knight of Cups. So, with the Nine of Wands, this gentleman here looks really guarded and paranoid. He looks like he's like ready for, prepared for battle, or for someone to come in and like mess with them, or kind of looking over his shoulder to see like if anyone's gonna come and hurt him, or he's someone who could be kind of like recovery, and so they have their guard up here. They're a little bit paranoid of anything kind of like disrupting them. It's like really having their walls up, right? So the recommended action from spirit here is like to let your walls down, not be overly paranoid, not um, reject like any of your blessings coming in here. Um, so we have the Knight of Cups. So that's like move forward in a really genuine and passionate way. Be willing to open up and be vulnerable. It may be really scary to do that. You may want to like really protect yourself, or just guard yourself in some way now. But Spirit is saying do the uncomfortable thing and be willing to move forward with an open heart. Um, Expect that when you move in a certain way, then other people will match your energy, or you'll meet others that are matching your energy. So it's like, take your time and be really thoughtful about it, but it's like be willing to move forward. And like if you meet the right person, or if you suddenly like connect with someone and it feels right, then be willing to like put yourself back out there again, and not be like overly paranoid that you're just going to end up right back in the same situation, or get hurt in the same way, or just end up without again some way. Yeah, don't be so guarded or closed off, or like don't be like looking around waiting for the other shoe to drop, or like constantly waiting for you know, like if you do meet someone new or reconnect with someone new, like don't um be like constantly looking into all of their behavior and observing everything they're doing and overly checking every situation. Or like if you're dating again, you know, this new people that you meet, like don't overly look into every single thing that they're doing, and like overly check into certain things, or overly read into certain things, or constantly be looking over your shoulder to see if someone's gonna like do something to hurt you, because then you're going to kind of like reject or repel away people who want to come forward and really offer you their cup, or open their heart to you, make some sort of emotional offer towards you in a really genuine way. You're going to kind of like scare off those people, or ward off those people, or energetically like send a signal to them that like you're not ready to receive them, because you're not in a energy of like trusting that spirit is like leading you or guiding you in the right direction. So then, yeah, it's like if you show up a certain type of way to protect yourself, then you're going to manifest that type of energy back. And the person that you're connecting with is also going to be like protecting themselves and have some sort of like weird, shady agenda. So yeah, being overly guarded is going to repel the people that are like moving in towards you here. I'm also getting like it could be kind of like a slow moving energy or just not look the way that you would expect something to look. And so it's like stay really open minded, um, give something a chance, or be willing to move forward. But give it the chance to move forward in like the healthiest way here, because that's going to be the key thing to allow you to like finally get what you really wanted, is to be like in the healthiest space. But it might make you feel kind of uncomfortable to like go at a slower pace in some ways, but then have them being really upfront about their emotions in the way that they feel. You're used to the opposite. You're used to people like rushing in and doing everything really quickly, but then being really withholding as far as like how they feel and like, yeah, not being vulnerable. And then in this situation, it's like they may move slower or do things at like a slower pace, but it's because they have like really, really genuine feelings here, and they're being really upfront, and like showing you that right away, being really direct and clear. So spirit is saying to like give them the same, or like at least be open, um, to hear them out, or to see the direction that things could go in. Um, yeah, if you have this energy of like overly reading into everything or looking into every little thing and looking around and like being afraid that any single person coming at you in any type of way could like, if they do one little thing that reminds you of how someone else was, then like you're going to end up back in this type of a situation. Then yeah, again, you could like reject or repel um someone who's actually really sincere, because like they don't want to get their heart broken or get hurt in some way either. So then they'll be like forced to like go in another direction, or like offer their cup to someone who's on an energetic level to receive the emotions that they carry, right? Or that they hold. Um, so we have the world. So yeah, it's like if you can find a way to continue to move forward in the most genuine way and continue to put your heart out there, have an open heart, be willing to receive and give love, not be like closed off, guarded, paranoid, then it's going to help you end a major cycle in your life, or finally close a chapter on like feeling the way that you felt, or being treated the way that you felt, getting blindsided or kind of like caught up in situations, or um, feeling as though like you can't have the things that you really want, or that things can't really work out for you. It's like you can finally end that cycle, finally put something to rest here, because you're no longer choosing what's unhealthy or like the toxic love. And that was kind of what was keeping you from like having what you really desire in a relationship, right? So yeah, trusting in spirit and moving in the ways that you're being guided to, even if it feels like really, really uncomfortable. That's going to be the best way to, leave the past in the past, and no longer continue to feel this energy of like disappointment, or things not working out, or like I don't get to have the things that I really want, or things don't ever like go well for me or turn out for me, or like seeing other people have something that you really desire, other people have something easily work out for them, and you kind of have to go through a lot of like heartbreak, or learn a lot of lessons, go through like a lot of suffering. It's like no longer feeling like that, no longer feeling um, like a victim, or again, like things just like aren't going to work for you, or just like can't work out for you, or you're just like always going to struggle in some ways. It's like that's not true. It's just, again, you just need to get into like a healthier space here. And so you're learning lifelong tools to help empower yourself over time and continue to like grow and keep yourself in this really healthy, well balanced space so you can continue to live like the most prosperous and fulfilling life. Um, it's like things can work out for you, like you finally get some sort of opportunity that you've always wanted, and now you have the chance to like build um, or grow from like a certain place. So it's like some sort of, yeah, offer, like the universe is kind of helping bring something together, and then it's up to you. Once it's in your hands, then it's like up to you to continue to do the inner work, or to continue to like build and invest in something. But yeah, I have no doubt that you, after everything you've been through, or how much you've put into this in the past, it's like you'll obviously continue to do the work here and follow the ways that spirit is like guiding you personally in your life, to heal. And fun and adventure, joy. It's time to play and get reacquainted with your childlike self. Open up to your sense of adventure and fantasy. You've been way too serious and moving through the motions. Snap out of it and have some fun. So, yeah, like you deserve to have good things. Humanitarian service. Your soul longs to joyfully serve. Being of service is a huge calling that is honorable and satisfying. How are you being called to serve humanity? Serve with grace and humility to assist those that cannot help themselves. Be an advocate, a confidant, and an inspiration along the way. Whew. Wow. So we have shadow, past life. Ooh, friendship and release came out together. Very interesting. Um, so there could literally be um, someone specific that spirit is calling you to release in your life here. Um, so it's interesting that shadow came up, because I was saying like I feel as though the energy for this reading is like the darkness before the dawn. So it's like in the darkness, the shadows are being illuminated here, right? And the things that are actually not serving us or not benefiting us. It's like we're being able to see through the illusions. Um, yeah, give it to new moon being in conjunction with Venus retrograde to bring out the snakes. Wow, that's intense. So you could have just not even seen before. It's like you didn't even see how certain people around you were like impacting you in such a negative way. Um, yeah, Spirit's definitely wanting to illuminate something now in order to help you, yeah, have some sort of new start with the new moon, right? Moving into, um, yeah, we have an explanation here. So I'm just going to read all these for you because the descriptions are wonderful. So, the beast is the hidden mythological monster under our beds or in our closets. It is the repressed parts of ourselves that we believed unlovable, unworthy, or fear inspiring. Ironically, it also the place where some of our most hidden and valuable strengths are to be discovered. So, yeah, you totally, just like I was saying before, you deserve to have nice things here. You deserve to have, you deserve to believe um, that you deserve the things that you want in your life or for things to work out or go well for you in your life. But sometimes it's hard not to let that like shadow part of ourselves take over and make us feel like we don't, or, especially whenever things are kind of seeming to fall apart or not working out over and over again, we can start to like blame ourselves or tell ourselves this really negative story about why this is happening to us. And sometimes it's like actually the relationships that are around us and the people that we're exposing ourselves to is creating a toxic environment around us and then within us. And so when we're not in a healthy space, then something doesn't actually, work out or manifest in the way that we would like. You are being drawn to sacred spaces, ancient knowledge, past lives, ancient wisdom, and holy gifts. The connection to your current relationship or situation has deep roots and is perhaps much more than you may have anticipated. Dive into ancient wisdom for your answers at this time. Drawing this card can indicate past life connection, karmic contracts, vows, commitments, or even feelings of atonement. Draw another card if additional clarity or direction in how to proceed is required. You can meditate with the pyramid to access ancient magic, create sacred spaces, welcome informative galactic downloads from your universe, and encourage ascension from your body, mind, and spirit. So, yeah, sometimes when things are just not working out for us or seeming to like grow in a positive way, it's because we could be in a karmic connection. So we're not meant to make even more of those ties and bonds with them in this life. Um, so, yeah, as it said, to draw another card for clarity. Um, Lucky for us, Spirit just gave us two together. So, um, a new ally, positive support, community, and camaraderie. So meditate when you want more harmony and peace in your community. So this could be like a new person that you met or someone new that came into your life, Spirit's trying to warn you about, or it could just be a general friend, or you could already know um, exactly like the friends around you that are still keeping you connected, or um, so it's just a general reading, so take it however it resonates. But feel like most of you kind of know specifically as soon as this friendship came up, you're like, oh my gosh, like I low key kind of felt like maybe certain people in my life were haters. So without delay, cut the cords to any unhealthy or toxic people, places, energy, habits, and beliefs. This is a time to stand in your truth without cutting anyone down in the process. Meditate on this when you want to be in the spiritual warrior with love, honor, and compassion. So, yeah, like I was saying, there's certain connections, people, places, things that you're exposing yourself to that are actually quite toxic, and then it creates an unhealthy environment within yourself, and that is actually what is preventing you from being able to um, have the things that you desire, or have things work out for you. So it may be kind of scary or uncomfortable, but don't be afraid to let anything go um, that you feel as though Spirit has kind of been leading you to release in your life. So we have turn on your heart light. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. So I think that kind of goes hand in hand with advice from Spirit. I think this here could be summed up as turn on your heart light. This is like literally perfect. So, yeah, reflecting on times when we have experienced love and trying to give our energy and our power to that instead of thinking about all of the times that um, we've been misled, or we've been hurt or betrayed, or people have played games with us or held power over us. It's like if we focus on that too much, then that continues to be our story. Um, so sometimes it just takes a little bit of like mental shaping to kind of rewire the story that you're telling yourself, and that can actually help translate and heal the physical reality around you and create a more positive experience in your life that you feel more connected to, and um, where you're allowed to have the things that you really want work out for you. Be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show that you care. So again, um, yeah, don't be so guarded that you're not able to show others just how great like your heart is, or how true of a person that you are. Or, yeah, don't like stop others from experiencing all that you are, the fullness of the way that you love others in some ways. So, yeah, that's like in regards to there could be like new people around you that kind of freak you out. Um, but yeah, it's like Spirit's trying to help give you the things that you really want. So be open to that, and then also make sure to, give back to those situations and nurture them in the ways that they deserve, the ways that you um, also desire to be supported. And yeah, Spirit will definitely give back to you. So that's all I have. So yeah, this was a collective reading for the new moon. It's in conjunction with Venus retrograde. Um, I hope y'all like this. If you made it this far into the reading, I really, really, really appreciate it. Yeah, I hope you have a really great night. Thank you.